Welcome to Wealth Creations Network's KaratBars Gold Acquisition and Compensation Plan. My name is Selena Brantley, and I'm CEO and founder of Wealth Creations Network. Now, Wealth Creations Network is a wealth builders, social marketing, lead generating, and training platform where we build wealth with you, never off of you. The KaratBars International opportunity is one of our 4 wealth building vehicles we use to assist you in building multiple streams of income, and we also assist you in sustaining and growing your wealth as well. To learn more about Wealth Creations Network, be sure to contact or click on the link you received from the person who invited you to this event. Our focus today is the KaratBars Gold Acquisition and Compensation Plan, and I'll be your host this evening for this very informative and powerful presentation. KaratBars International has created a truly unique opportunity for you to receive weekly payouts for simply acquiring gold. 0 recruiting required to earn, and this is possible through spillover you'll potentially experience with Wealth Creations Network's fast-growing wealth building organization. As your invitation to this event claims, it only takes an active team of 2 to potentially build a 6-figure income. I'll explain how. You'll also see how to earn real-time income generating units and inherit units through spillover that add up and increase your cycling and earning potential each and every day. With KB Gold's revolutionary dual payout system, you can cycle daily, receive weekly payouts every Monday, and monthly commissions at the beginning of each month. All commissions are loaded on your own personal KBI debit MasterCard for fast compensation. Before I get to those exciting details, I'd like to set the stage as to why real money gold is of the utmost importance to start acquiring right now. First and foremost, you must understand that your paper dollars or any paper currency is not real money. Back in 1971, former President Nixon somehow convinced the entire globe to replace silver and gold with paper currency. And that decision has caused economic volatility throughout the world. So the paper currency used by people all over the globe can no longer legitimately be called money because it's not backed by anything of value. Everyone experiences the effects of this through rising prices, called inflation. And this means it takes more paper currency to purchase important items like groceries, utilities, and gas. When you have powers that be that can simply print currency at will, this wreaks havoc when too much currency is pumped into our economy. So, here are some logical reasons why you should start acquiring gold as soon as possible rather than saving dollars. Consider the paper dollars that sit in your so-called savings account, and I call it your declining account. What kind of interest are you earning when you just leave your funds in a regular savings account? The interest you're earning on your account is almost laughable, if it's not so devastating to a lot of people right now. How many people do you know that still think it's a good idea to use a bank account to save? Write those names down. They definitely should know about the advantage of saving in gold. What about the traditional investment and retirement strategies? Do you know anyone who relies on the stock market for their retirement income? Do you happen to have a 401k, an IRA, maybe a money market account? If you do, it's either safer or just as profitable to put your currency under your mattress than to use these instruments to save or build your retirement. Think about the thousands of people who lost most, if not all, their retirement in the 2008 stock market crash. It's my understanding that that was the closest we've ever come to a global economic meltdown. Another thing to take into consideration, folks, Wall Street has a nasty secret, and that is it's the norm, not the exception for the stock market to end up going nowhere for very long periods of time. And if that's the case, you're losing, because if your currency is just sitting and not building, you can't possibly keep up with inflation. Right now, pre-retirees have to postpone retirement because of inflation. Those already in retirement are now forced into the job market. It's already difficult for young individuals to find jobs or opportunities out there. How much more difficult if you're 70 years old, going out having to look for work? This information is something you should take in consideration if you are debating on whether you should tell your loved ones, your friends, anyone for that matter, about acquiring gold through KBI. Now let me share why this is an excellent time to acquire gold. Both silver and gold are the canaries in the gold mine. They're the alarm bells that signal whether world central banks are doing a good job of managing their currencies. And right now, the U.S. Federal Reserve is doing a really poor job of managing the currency. So, why isn't gold and silver reflecting the obvious mismanagement of our currencies? Well, if gold and silver prices spike, that could create a global financial crisis. So, to prevent this, institutions such as the Federal Reserve, J.P. Morgan, HSBC, among others, do their best to manage the gold and silver prices through manipulation. The manipulation of silver and gold prices give you and me the opportunity to acquire silver and gold at artificially suppressed prices. Now, if these prices were not manipulated, most of us would not be able to afford or acquire precious metals. Of course, history has proven that all manipulations eventually fail. But if you are in possession of gold when a spike happens, just overnight, your precious metal portfolio could easily double, triple, and increase even more in value. So the question for you is, when the spike happens, how much gold will you have in your possession? Through KaratBars International, you can take advantage of these artificially suppressed prices, acquire as much gold as possible, and earn income while doing so. Think about this. Do you happen to know anyone that is now needing to go back to work to make ends meet? KBI is perfect for them. Okay? What about anyone who has lost in the stock market or is worried about our economy, worried about the declining dollar, disappointed in the kind of income they're going to have to settle for once they do retire? All of those types of people would be excellent for KBI. While you're acquiring gold, you can earn income without having to recruit anyone. And that's because of the spillover you can potentially experience through our Wealth Creations Network. This is not to encourage idleness, however. KaratBars International's revolutionary dual system is a very unique and an innovative way to earn your trust and confidence so that you will share with others as quickly as possible how you are simply acquiring gold to protect your family and getting paid to do so. So let's take a close look at the company. The KaratBars International corporate office is located in Stuttgart, Germany, and they also have offices in Europe, Belize, Asia, and Thailand. They are absolutely debt-free and fully funded. KBI has been doing business in Europe for over 2 years, and they recently opened up in the U.S. market in early 2011. They specialize in the distribution of gold bullion in smaller, more affordable weights, and you can take physical possession of your gold acquisitions at any time. And deliveries in smaller quantities are packaged under video surveillance at the home of KaratBars International, shipped via FedEx daily. They own and operate their own mining, refining, and production facilities in Turkey. Their precious metal depository is located in Switzerland. The success of KBI has spread to over 70 countries, and they have 200 KBI branches spread all over the world. They have their own production facility within the London Bullion Market Association approved refinery, and this is truly unique because it is my understanding that no other company in the world has achieved that. This alone puts them light years ahead of any competition in the marketplace. Not only does KBI have an amazing history, they also have an outstanding opportunity. But before I explain their pay plan, if you are only interested in acquiring gold and you're not interested in the passive income potential, you can participate in KBI as a customer only and acquire gold as often as you like. So if that is you, be sure to get back with the person who introduced you to this presentation tonight and simply sign up as a customer using the link your referrer has given you. The rest of this presentation will focus on KBI's revolutionary dual payout system, where you can receive weekly payouts every single Friday, and also how you could potentially earn a six-figure income in 1 year or less by following the Wealth Creations Network Wealth Acceleration Plan. As a Wealth Creations Network Wealth Builder, we want to make sure you are receiving all 7 KBI income streams. Now we're going to focus on direct commissions, package bonuses, and dual team bonuses in this presentation. If you fully grasp just 3 of the 7 income streams, that alone should inspire you to do the minimum, and that is select and purchase a dual package, and I'm going to show you what that is in a moment, acquire at least 2 grams of gold on a monthly basis, and refer at least 2 active people willing to do the same, and that will open you to potentially generate a 6-figure passive income in 1 year or less. So let's talk about the dual system packages. When you make a one-time purchase of a silver, gold, or VIP package, you open yourself up to all 7 KBI income streams. The silver package is €239, and that translates to 305 American dollars at this recording. In that package, you would receive 1 gram of gold and 3 €100 bonus cards and 3% bonus cards, and plus you get brochures and things like that to promote your business. So the Euro cards basically is a way for you to either upgrade to the VIP pack if you've decided to move forward with the silver pack and you then want to upgrade to a VIP pack. You can get €100 off on that package. You can also get €100 off on the other things like branding cards, the K Exchange, things like that. The 3% bonus cards are used so that you can get 3% off of your gold acquisition each month or each time that you acquire gold. And you'll have 3 of those, and you have up to a year to use those. You can only use them one time, but you would be able to get 3% off each time you use one of those cards. The gold package, €595, and that is $760 at this recording. You will get 2 grams of gold, 7 of the €100 cards, and 5 of the 3% cards. And the VIP pack, €1,595 is actually $2,037 at this recording. You would get 3 grams of gold, 20 €100 cards, and 10 3% bonus cards. So this is the package. Now, whenever you directly sell a dual system business package, as long as you're active, you'll receive compensation through the dual system plan as well as the unilevel plan. So in other words, you'll get all 7 of those income streams. To remain active, KBI requires that you personally acquire at least 1 gram of gold, but through the WCN Wealth Acceleration Plan, we're going to encourage you to up it 1 more gram to 2 grams, and we're going to encourage your referrals to do the same. And the purpose for that is to accelerate your wealth building efforts. Now, you can earn up to €60, and that's $77, on any silver package that is sold. You can earn up to €150, which is $191 for the gold package that is sold, and up to €300, that's $383 for each VIP package that you sell. If you are a silver package owner, a silver owner, then you would receive 10% in direct commissions, okay, on any of these packages that you sell. If you're a gold owner, then you would receive 15% on any of these packages you personally sell. And of course, if you're a VIP owner, you would receive 20% on any of these packages that are sold by you. So let's move on to the dual team bonuses. Okay, now the dual team calculations are based on units. And every product purchased in your organization generates units. And depending on the package you've purchased, you will earn either €40, which is $51 at this recording, €60, which is $77, and €80, which is $102. And that's per cycle. And I will explain what a cycle is in a moment. Down here, you see how many units a product actually earns. Okay, so 1 gram of gold would earn 1 unit for you. And any of the other packages that are sold within your organization will earn 50, 25, 100 units. You're going to earn units from each sale in your organization to infinity. That is absolutely huge. Your units are calculated in real time, and all commissions are paid weekly, every Friday, to your debit card. You can actually earn on an hourly and daily basis. Your team can be seen by clicking on your My Downline. Now this is in your KaratBars International back office. When you log in, you'll see this menu at the top. And what you want to do is place your cursor over My Downline, and then you'll want to click on Dual System within that drop-down list. This is where you'll see your 2 teams along with the units each team generates in real time. So remember, just going to your back office and clicking here is going to excite you. You're going to be able to see all of what's happening in real time in your organization. Each week, the leg with the most units is divided by 50, and the smaller leg is divided by 25. The lower of the 2 resulting numbers determines the number of cycles for the week. The units used to determine that number of cycles is deducted from each side appropriately. You are paid the number of cycles times the euro amount of the dual system package that you've purchased. So, if you purchased a silver package, then you would receive €40, which is $51, times the number of cycles. If you purchase the gold package, then you would receive €60, which is $77, times the number of cycles. If you purchase the VIP package, you would receive €80, which is $102, times the number of cycles that you qualify for a given week. All leftover units are carried over to the next week's cycle calculations, so you never leave units on the table. All units eventually will be calculated, allowing you to make the most earnings through this plan. You never lose units. So I just explained this, but I want to show you in illustration form. So let's assume that you had 2 individuals purchase a package, each directly from you this week. So a gold on the left side and a VIP on the right side. And somewhere on your left team, a silver package and a VIP is purchased, not directly by you, but by another team member. And on the right, a purchase of a VIP and 2 gold packages are completed. Once again, not directly by you, but by another team member that happens to fall underneath you. And there are no other product purchases made, just business packages for this week. Now, on the left, you see that this activity produced 170 units. So let me show you. The VIP package produces 100 units, plus another 50 units for the gold, plus another 20 for the silver. That creates 170 units. And on the right, you have 100 units, plus 100 units, plus 50 and 50. So that makes 300 units. Keep in mind, these teams may switch week to week. In other words, your right side might make the most units this week, and next week your left side might make the most units. When you divide the smaller left by 25 and the larger right by 50, that means it's going to cycle 6 times. And the amount left on the left is 20 units, which are carried over for the next cycle activity the following week. Everything else has been used, and you're paid the appropriate income per cycle. So, if you are a silver dual pack owner, you would receive 6 times 40 euro, which is $51 times 6. The gold pack, you would earn 60 euro, which is $77 times 6. And the 80 euro is $102 times 6. This VIP package is double of what the silver package is. So this is a great reason why you should acquire the VIP package as quickly as possible so that you don't leave any money on the table. But it doesn't stop there. You also earn the direct commissions on the 1 gold and the 1 VIP package you personally sold. The package that you purchased yourself, these are the types of commissions that you're going to receive. So if you're a silver package owner, you're going to get 10% of those sales. So that means you would get 280 in direct commissions, plus your cycle commissions is 306, so you would earn 586 for that week. Gold, you're getting 15%, so 419 plus 460 is 879, and for the VIP, 20%, 559 plus 630 equals 1,172. So as you can see, the difference in commissions, once again, that VIP pack is something that you will definitely want to purchase now or aspire to purchase as quickly as possible. With that in mind, here's the formula you should follow to potentially create a 6-figure gold income within 1 year or less of following this plan. You first want to sign up for your free account, and you also want to immediately become KYC certified. Be sure to click on the referral link you received from the person who invited you to this presentation, and they can show you how to do all of that. The next thing you want to do is purchase a silver, gold, or VIP business package. Do that as quickly as possible. Then the next step is to refer a minimum of 2 who do exactly the same as you. And of course, every single month you want to acquire at least 2 grams of gold. That's about 158 American dollars. And folks, if you do this, you should not have to take any funds out of your pocket after your first purchase. The next thing is, watch your team grow, and you'll have the potential to earn a passive 6-figure gold income within 1 year or less. So, I want to show you how to generate a 6-figure KBI gold income in 1 year or less, how that can happen. But let me just give you some things to think about as you look at this chart. First and foremost, you and your team, in this illustration, will purchase a gold package, okay? And each of you are going to refer at least 2 individuals. Also, all of you within your organization are committed to acquiring a minimum of 2 grams of gold each and every month. And the dollar amounts that are shown on this chart can vary, because you know that the euro versus the dollar varies as well. And remember, this is for illustration purposes only. I can't guarantee that this is what you'll receive. Another thing that you want to keep in mind is that this does not take in consideration the monthly unilevel commissions. And I look at those unilevel commissions as icing on the cake that could easily increase these totals. And also, I'm not taking in consideration spillover that you'll inevitably receive because of the activity of Wealth Creations Network. So, this illustration, you know that we're going to ask that when you come in this illustration, you've purchased a gold package, and you've brought 2 individuals in your first month who purchase a gold package as well. And that 383 represents your direct commissions and the units that are produced just with you and these two individuals. So remember, no spillover is taken in consideration. There's a lot of folks already that have an organization that they haven't even worked for, and you're going to be able to acquire units just simply because you have purchased your package, and so you're going to inherit units. So this is really a modest representation of what you can earn on a monthly basis, folks. So that 383, that could be in a day, all right? But once again, for illustration purposes only. So in month 2, your two individuals decide to do exactly the same thing that you've done, and so you acquire 154. The reason it's less is because you haven't brought in personally two individuals, so you don't have direct commissions here. If you have everyone follow that basic minimum requirement of getting their two, who get their two, and so forth, your organization can grow and grow. Not only that, your income will grow and grow as well. So by month 12, you will be making a 6-figure income. Once again, very modest illustration, simply because it does not take in consideration the other unilevel commissions, doesn't take in consideration spillover as well. So this is truly a doable system. This is the gold package, the gold illustration package, but let's look at the VIP and what the potential is. Just by upping your package purchase to VIP, much more of an income than compared to the gold. 393,000 compared to 1,035,000. Truly incredible. This completes Wealth Creations Network's KaratBars International Gold Acquisition and Compensation Plan. Thank you for sharing your valuable time and attending this event. Remember, the purpose of building your wealth through KBI, yes, this plan can help you generate a 6-figure income, but it can also help you maintain that wealth when you consistently acquire physical gold. Physical gold has always been viewed as real money worldwide and accepted worldwide. And physical gold will always outperform your paper dollars, period. Get back with the person who invited you to this event, register for your free KBI account, move forward and get KYC approved, and then get that package, that silver, gold, or VIP package, and let's all start building wealth together.